Hello, welcome to my channel. This is Regson, and this is the real deal. And so today I will be answering questions that commonly asked. Many people has been asking me, um, paano ba makakuha ng bahay? So yes, this is a very common question, and I have received a bunch, so many Filipinos who really want to purchase a house. It's just that di nila alam kung makakuha ng bahay. So I'm doing this right now in order for you to be able to get an information on how you can get your first house. So paano ba makakuha ng bahay? So the first thing that you need to do is you need to identify kung ano ba yung project na gusto nyo. So once you scout a property like a house or a house and lot, and once you have decided kung ano yung project na gusto nyo, and then the first thing you need to do is, para makakuha kayo ng bahay, is for you to reserve a unit. But before you do the reservation, I really suggest na kung pwede, mas maganda talaga na bisitahin nyo yung site. It's very important. Me, for one, I always suggest all the clients that they really need to visit the site so that they can see the exact location, they can see the actual house, and they can feel it. Kung gaano ba, is it the house quality, is the subdivision located in a good location, is it safe to live in? So that's a very good thing. So first, you need to find a project, and once you decide na yun ang gusto mo, then you can set a schedule. You can contact the best and the reliable person, a sales agent, or any sales professional. So trust is very important. You need to also know the person whom you're dealing with, and in that case, then you can set a schedule. And most of the time, site tripping or site visit or site tour, how they call it, is free. So you can ask your agent, your trusted sales professional, to schedule a site tour, and then you can visit. I have so many clients who've been asking me, "Oh sir, pwede na, I trust you, then pwede na ako magbayad, but I don't receive payment." Right? I strongly suggest na if you have relatives like your parents, friends, trusted relatives, then you can have them go with the salesperson. So at least they can, on your behalf, they can go and check the area, and they can really tell you as well if the project is really good, and if it's perfect for your choice. So the next thing you need to do, so once you're able to visit the site and your relatives was able to see and recommended the project, then that's good. So anong step after mo ma-visit yung site? So what you need to do is to reserve the unit. Reservation is very important. So once you decide kung anong project na gusto nyo, then you can reserve the unit para hindi makuha ng iba. So what is the purpose of reservation fee? Reservation fee is basically a certain amount na ating babayaran if we want to purchase a property. So the reservation fee, most of the time, like, it could be 5,000, 10,000, 15, 20, 30,000, depending on how much is the requirement for the reservation fee. So the purpose from the name itself, reservation, is to reserve. So once you reserve the unit, you will be given 30 days. 30 days to decide if you will continue purchasing the project or you will back out. So by the way, it is very important that you know that reservation fee is non-transferable, non-refundable. So you really need to decide and weigh things out. So are you ready? Is it ito na ba talaga yung gusto mong na bahay or property? And once you're already on it, so then you can pay the reservation fee. So reservation fee is really very important kasi the purpose for that is kahit yung makapili ka ng unit na gusto mo, the best location, the best unit in the subdivision or in the area, And then kahit may isa pang client na dumating at they will pay at cash, full cash, once it's reserved under your name, hindi nila makukuha yan. Unless the 30 days will expire. So reservation is very important. So pag decide na kayo, you pay the reservation fee and that unit will be under your name. And again, that is only good for 30 days. So once you continue, so in order for that to remain under your name, then you will, after 30 days, then that's the time that you start the payment of the equity or the down payment. So again, reservation fee is para yung unit will be reserved under your name at hindi makukuha ng iba regardless if they will pay it cash. Once it's reserved, sa'yo talaga yan for 30 days. And then once you decide to continue, then you will need to pay for the equity or the down payment. So ano ba yung down payment? Down payment is a certain percentage of the total price. So other developer most of the time, or seller, they will ask for the equity. Is it like most of the time it's 10% equity, 20%, 30%, or 40%? So but most of the time, the most common down payment amount is 20% to 30%. So and then what you need to know is you need to identify. You ask your salesperson or your reliable sales agent kung ilang months babayaran. So it will be staggered payment. It can be paid from 6 months, 18 months, 12 months, 1 year, 24 months, 36 months, depending kung kailan matatapos yung project. So it will be identified, the payment of equity or down payment will be determined or also will be based kung kailan i-deliver yung bahay. Alright, so once you are, most of the time the basis for you to move in, it will be based on the equity. So once you have fully paid the equity or the certain percentage or the down payment, then you can move in. But before you can move in, you need to be approved. So equity and then 20%, for example, 20% equity and the 80% would be loanable. So you can loan it through Pag-IBIG or through bank. So yun ang kailangan. How about reservation fee? Balik muna tayo sa reservation fee. Ano bang kailangan para maka-reserve ng unit? All you need to do is to have at least 2 valid IDs, like government-issued IDs, SSS, TIN, UMID, passport, any at least 2 valid IDs, driver's license. So at least 2 valid IDs and the reservation fee or the amount. So yun lang ang kailangan para maka-reserve. And there will be other requirements that will be required, but it can be, you will be given enough time to process the remaining requirements. So what are other requirements? So Pag-IBIG, if you decide to loan through Pag-IBIG, again, they will require you 2 valid IDs. And if you're married, you need to provide a marriage contract or marriage certificate that is under PSA. So that will be for a married couple. And if ever you are a single person, then all you need to do is to provide a birth certificate and a Sinumar, certificate of no marriage. So before, hindi kinakailangan yung Sinumar, but right now, it's already required. Kasi may mga iba na magpapalusot, especially yung mga lalaki, right? They will say, oh, I'm not married, but actually they are. So there are developer who really requires for single person birth certificate and certificate of no marriage or Sinumar, but there are other developers who may not be very strict, but to be sure, it would be best that you will get Sinumar as well if you're single. And then so 2 valid IDs, birth certificate or marriage certificate, and then proof of income. Proof of income could be at least 3 months of your bank statement, or your if you're an OFW, you need to provide, it would be best that you have the contract from your employer. And also, so you need to have the contract or the job offer kung saan naka-indicate yung monthly salary. And then tapos, kailangan natin yung TIN number. TIN number, that's for tax. So since you already have a property and any real estate would be subject to tax, right? But maliit lang naman talaga yung babayaran for the tax. And then another requirements would be 2 to 4 pictures, ID, or yung picture 1 by 1 or 2 by 2 depending on what will be required by the developer. So yun ang basic. So and then that's for Pag-IBIG. May nagtatanong, sir, ano po ba pag wala akong Pag-IBIG? I'm not a member of the Pag-IBIG. I'm not a member. So ano yung pwede? Pwede ba akong mag-loan? Yes, you can. You can loan via Pag-IBIG. All you need to do is to apply for, reserve a unit kung saan yung napipili mong unit from the developer, and then you can pay the reservation fee and pay for the equity, and then once it will be submitted to Pag-IBIG, you can also apply for Pag-IBIG membership at the same time. All you need to do is to pay a very minimal amount, which is equivalent to 2 years. So Pag-IBIG Home is requiring all members to contribute at least 2 years, a total of 24 months. So since ang babayaran lang naman is 200 per month, so all you need to do is 200 times 24, that's about how much? Just very minimal, right? So 4,800, something like that. Yun lang ang babayaran natin for you to be able to loan the Pag-IBIG, to avail Pag-IBIG loan. So that's it, right? So no need to worry. Once you apply for you reserve a unit, the developer will endorse your application, and they will also give you a certificate of application from their project as well. So you can pay the 24 months na contribution at the same time with the application from Pag-IBIG. So there's no need for you to worry, right? So what if, since most of these are actually questions from OFW, right? Because nahihirapan tayo because we are far, we're not here in the country. So what if nasa labas ka? All you need to do is to find a person that you trust, a family member, kapatid, as long as they are on legal age, and then you can use them as your representative. All you need to do is to provide an SPA. What is an SPA? An SPA is a special power of attorney. So it will indicate that you trusted your mom, your parents, your mom, your dad, your sister, brother, friends, anyone that you trust, your neighbor, anyone that you trust, and they will sign the papers, process everything on your behalf. And so the only thing is that if you are an OFW, and then you need to have the special power of attorney on red ribbon. So kailangan natin ipa-consularize. It has to be a consularized special power of attorney, and you need to have it signed or naka-red ribbon siya doon sa consulate. So that's the thing. Pero if ever you decide, na uuwi kayo maybe before the equity will be paid off, and you will be coming back home within like 2 to 3 months, then you can do that. No need for you to have it consularized. Pagdating nyo dito, pag-uwi nyo sa Pinas, you can process our SPA here, and then have it signed, and then when you go back to abroad, then you already have the SPA. Okay, so yes. So basically, requirements ng Pag-IBIG at saka bank are just the same, right? So all you need to do, ang ano lang naman talaga, basic, important, is you really have the capacity to pay. Yun naman talaga yung number one. Your proof of income. Are you capable of paying the house and in certain amount of time? And then once you will be identified that you are capable, walang problema. Other requirements are very, very basic. Alam naman din yung valid ID, proof of billing, yung proof of billing address din pala if ever. So what if you are renting a house? So paano ka makakuha ng proof of billing not under your name? All you need to do is to ask the landlord, yung may-ari ng bahay. You can ask them with a certification na this is to certify that so-and-so lives in this address under and I am the landlord, and then they will just use the electricity bill, water bill, telephone bill, or whatever bills that they can use. So that's for the proof of address. So, and again, those are very easy to acquire. Valid IDs and TIN number, it's very easy. You can process it. And then proof of address, proof of billing, and proof of income, and then pictures. So that's it. So those are the basic things that you need. And again, so sa mga kababayan namin dyan na mga OFW, this is the information that you need. So sinagot ko na yung mga tanong nyo, and I know that I hope that this is very helpful. And if you have some friends who have questions as well on how to get or how to process a house, and if you have questions, please drop your comments below, and please subscribe to my channel and also hit the bell button so you will be notified on the next videos that I'm going to make. Basically, marami akong gagawing videos just to answer those questions na mga binigay sa akin. So, sa next video, magkikita po tayo. So, thank you. I hope that I answered your questions, and if there's other questions that you have, please drop your comment below and I will answer your questions. Thank you, and mabuhay po tayo mga kababayan.